Well, we're here at Roar today, and we wanted to talk a little bit with Fern Gadd. Fern is our airbrush artist who does a lot of our design work. Excellent work, I would say. We've got a set of tins here off of a 1100 V-Star. Actually, the tins are up for sale, so we will have that on our website. But we just wanted to talk because right now it's winter. Many of you from up north have expressed interest in having Fern do work for you. And we just felt like we needed to remind you that this is a perfect time, because while your bike is down, it's very easy to go to a local shop, or if you're handy yourself, be able to pull off your tins, your tank, your fenders and side covers, ship them down to us, and then we can do your theme bike, and then we will ship the tins back to you, and you're able to get them back on your bike. So I wanted to talk a little bit with Fern today so we can explain how that process can be done. If you're local, it's quite easy. What we'd always do is have a design consultation where you come in, we sit down together and talk about your theme, your ideas, and from there, then we begin the design process. If you're from out of the state, you're able to do that remotely. So what we would do is set up a phone appointment where we would have our design consultation. If you like to Skype, we could Skype with you. And then from there, we go to work. So I'm going to let Fern share how we go from your idea to a rendering like this.
Okay. If you're not local, like if you're up north and it's winter and you're going to you can have time to take your tins off for the winter, it's really easier than you think. I can have a phone consultation, and what I do is, this is just an example from another customer. I just took notes on all your ideas and your suggestions. It's really rough. It's just something to get started with. I even sketched a couple real rough little renderings that I scan and email directly to the customer, usually while we're still talking on the phone, just to get a rough idea where to start with this. This is the first stage, just getting ideas, and lots of them. Anything goes. You send me pictures, you say, oh, I like a little bit of this, but not that, and this is how this design came to be. This is actually the final rendering that I did on the computer. This is Photoshopped, but each one that I send through email to you, that you can see in color like this, you can look at it and say, well, I want to move this here, or I don't like that there, and I want to, you can see what it's going to look like.
Well, I think that's what's so important about what Fern does, is you don't just work off of sketches. You really know what your bike is going to look like. Again, it always looks so much better once it's done, because you have all of the texture and sparkle and depth and all of that. But at least you have a really good idea what the artwork is going to look like. And so our customers really absolutely love that, because they're able to really be a part of the process that way. But I will tell you that every one of them always has said that it has gone beyond expectation. And Fern and I made a conscious decision a few years ago. We were starting Roar, and we always say our motorcycles out on the road are our best billboards and advertising. And because of the economy, we really have kept our prices beyond reasonable. The quality of the job that you will get to have, again, a one-of-a-kind theme bike, if you compare it with other airbrush artists of the same, it's probably about 50% of what a lot of the artists of the same caliber charge. It's about 50%. So, and again, we made that decision to do that. We stand by it. And just so you know, Fern is a well-known artist. She was recently featured in an international auto art magazine, and her stuff is now starting to go around the world. So you definitely want a motorcycle with a Fern Gadd signature on it.
Oh, and I'd like to add too that I use all top-of-the-line materials. Everything that's used in the industry now that you see on the highest quality paint jobs, I mean the highest. I use the same materials they do, the same brands, so it's all the highest quality materials as well.
We also were, I think we were the first ones to really start it. We started putting jewels on some of the paint jobs, and people wonder how we do that, but it's epoxied onto the either tanks or fenders, and then with several coats of clear coat over it to really hold it in. And so far we've not lost a jewel.
No.
So we've had bikes with full of crystals on them, and some with brass and silver studding, and it just brings a dimension and a depth that is just beautiful. So again, her paint and artwork is exceptional, and we look forward to hearing from you and getting your appointment for your design consultation.